Boom! All right, guys, Financial Dan here. I'm excited for this video. It's got a lot of cool information in it on one of my favorite cryptos, Cardano. You can see here right beside me, I got old Charles with that update that he did. I took a bunch of notes and we're going to flip back and forth between some articles. We're going to look at the price points, a little bit of technical analysis, and a little bit of social media, but just try and get through it real quick and get you real stoked on Cardano. So let's check out where we're going here in the future. Woo! So I think the purpose of Charles' little YouTube video there he did here recently was just because he's so excited. I feel like he can't really contain what's about to come up here. And he made an announcement that there will be announcements on Friday this week. So he's pretty excited. So he couldn't even wait. He said, hey, I'm announcing that this is an announcement. He said that there's going to be a lovely little chart that they're editing up there. And it's going to have dates on when the Alonzo hard fork will happen, which is going to be huge because it's going to open up smart contracts on Cardano. Real quick, just so you're on the same page here. Smart contracts. What's the big deal with having them? So this is in essence the basics of a smart contract. Tommy wants to send money to Victor, uses a blockchain as a platform, so using the Cardano blockchain to execute the entire transaction. It'll be recorded in the blockchain. Every party in the network is notified of the transaction. The transaction gets approved through programming the language of things and everything. Then the wallet's initialized, online transfer of money begins, and Victor gets his money. So what's the big deal? The big deal is that this is something that is completely automatic. There's no third party. It is decentralized. There's no bank. It's just between you and Victor. And it's something that will autonomize and save so much money with funneling money through third parties, intermediaries, and allow transactions to happen in a verified, trustful way that will just be revolutionary. So the fact that Cardano has worked so hard on the foundation of this and the announcement is coming up for it to go live on Friday, whoo-wee, it's a big deal. It's an exciting time, and no wonder Charles was so happy. He said, I think you guys will be very happy, filled with joy about it. It's been 2 programming languages, 6 years, so many white papers, and tons of work up to this point. He's got a lot of utility coming soon. He's saying thank you for holding out a very long drawn out process. You know, we're in the top 5. We'll stay there in the foreseeable future, starting to be that third choice. Bitcoin could get smart contracts. He mentioned at one point in here on layer 1 in the future. They got Lightning coming up and all that. And Ethereum already has smart contracts and could have some upgrades to it as well. So, he's saying here, it's going to be the clash of the titans to come here. And I think that the way that Cardano is set up as a strong foundation, he mentions actually at one point here that their foundations are superior to Bitcoin and Ethereum, more rigorous. There's been more research. Their communities have the capacity to kind of fund and pay bills. And that's the big difference with Cardano here compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum, is they've got a lot of bringing in the public, bringing in all the community to make their decisions. And that's kind of part of what Catalyst is. So man, Project Catalyst is exciting because that's what's kind of driving which projects are being developed. The community has the power to decide which direction they're going in. And so, right now, Catalyst has over 154 projects, and they're going to have 300 by the end of the year, and next year over 1,000 projects in our ecosystem. And there's a link on their Twitter here, lower down there. You can see it brings you to this list of the Catalyst. These are all the projects, and you can see the voting on, whether or not it passed or not. You can actually see the monetary budget each one of these had as well, and what the brief description of them for. You can see they're in services like NFTs, which Gary Vee is huge on, and it's going to be huge coming up here in the future. All these little things, and a lot of these I've noticed are more like tool-like projects to just build the foundation up even more. But I can link this in the description so you can check it out yourself as well. We're going to move on. So just real exciting. You know, it's been a long time coming, like he says here, that they even coded in one language for a while because they thought I could get them out there sooner. And then they threw it out because it was becoming more of a hindrance, set them back a year and a half, but we overcame those challenges. Now we are at the point where what is upcoming in the weeks and days rather than the months, so there's lots of big stuff coming up here soon. And I think that's what's triggering, you know, a lot of these articles like this one right here talking about how Cardano Alonzo hard fork is imminent. It could fuel ADA run to $5. And I agree. Look at this here. We're looking at the chart. So one of the biggest things to notice, you know, this was our big the big crypto run that we had with Bitcoin spiking all the way up and it pulling all the altcoins, including Cardano, up as well. So take a look first at this price point right here, $1.40 to $1.45. Very important price point for Cardano. A lot of the cryptos have a certain price where changes seem to happen. People make decisions on buying and selling, and it swings where the price goes. And if you see here, we kind of had it as resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. So good strong support here, resistance here, just right around this similar area. You know, Cardano bounced around that for quite some time. And man, we have smashed through that with one big old green candle. And we're all the way up to $1.83, which is right at another little level of resistance. We're tapering off, kind of similar to how this one was. Does that mean there's a chance for a slight dip on this before we shoot back up? I'm not sure how Thursday's going to play out, but I do know from that brief update video that Charles did there, I feel like he's going to announce some pretty big stuff on Friday. There's going to be real hard dates, which will give people hope, and hope will give people money to put into their bank accounts and to put into this project, which could see it, you know, rally up even higher. So just a quick look here at the graph and how exciting kind of that is. All right, let me give you the bad real quick though. So, you know, Charles is right. He's not perfect. He's not trying to oversell things either. He mentions in his videos that this being an open source system where anyone can code these smart contracts, there is the potential for someone to code mistakes and for hacks to be made and infiltrations to happen. But if they're done being, you know, kind of carefully through and incubated and checked and vetted through their team and whatnot, it's more carefully, you know, vetted and all that, then we won't have those issues. But there can still exist, people can push these things through, code these things through with the language and put them out there, and people could use them and there could be flaws in them. And how he compares it to is air travel, compared to his financial applications that people will be programming on the blockchain. He said Cardano will have hacks on applications due to it being an open system. Can't control people writing bad software. So it's going to happen. And the thing is, and the media is going to blow it up. I know it. It's going to happen where a hack's going to happen on something that was on the Cardano blockchain, and it may not be something that was vetted out correctly or not, and money could get taken, money could get stolen. It's happened on the Ethereum blockchain, man, hundreds of times, and even Bitcoin as well. But when it happens for the first time on Cardano, media's going to go, ha, told you so. This blockchain's garbage. So be wary of that. The bones are great. It's going to be amazing. There's tons of projects, not financial advice, but it's just exciting. So I hope this information was interesting to you. If you like the info, I'm getting more and more into crypto and deeper down the hole, more into NFTs, Axie Infinity, ways to make money, passive income. Follow my channel. Like, subscribe. Peace out.